is going to be a Gonzalez situation? You'll hang in and then eventually you'll have to step down and in defeat? I mean,
I am committed to being here. You're dealing with a very, very determined and hopefully effective individual, and I will work hard, complete my term, and do the best job I can.
what about effectiveness with the shadow, so to speak? I mean, I know the employees, I assume they back you, but there's a certain shadow of questions that are arising. Does that, I mean, how's that going to impact things?
I welcome you to talk to staff. The staff is available for you today. I mean, they've done wonderful things. I like to say I'm only 10% a success, but I'm a 50-50 partner in failure. When you try to get better things done, sometimes the staff tries to do something and it goes a little bit awry, and then in government you sort of have this terrible situation where people are so afraid, there's so much fear of making a mistake, so that you really avoid doing good things. You have this sort of picture of the gray-faced bureaucrat who simply stays in his room, and as you've seen, the doors before, no windows, very isolated. You know, we're trying to build teamwork here, and we're trying to do good things. So, you know, I believe the staff understands what we're doing. Talk to them. I think they'll give you our perspective on this. They don't need to have me coached. They'll give you the straight up themselves.
You had said that your rate is 99% of phone calls answered within 6 seconds right now.
Yes.
What was it? What was your baseline? What was it when you came in?
I think those numbers are available. It's substantially improved. Am I getting better being politically correct?
Yeah.
Anybody else, guys?
Could you answer one more thing? I know I stepped in late. Lori was here for an hour. I haven't listened to her material, but did you respond to the Soup's claim that there's a troubling pattern here?
I've responded to everything in the form of documentation and facts. The first time I ever learned that I had an issue with the End of the Road Trust was 2 days after the campaign start. I think Mr. Desmond was here. 2 days after the end of filing, all of a sudden, a huge roar comes over the media. I learned from the media that these things are being said of me in a document that's not even issued under penalty of perjury. It's just part of the campaign. Once again, maybe this is just the campaign continuing.
Well, but there's a more recent document that Monero says shows you did some backdating, and he said that sort of reflects and repeats what's in some of the federal investigations for the Fruhoff. So he's calling it a troubling trend.
I think you need to look at the document and how it came. There's nothing that I was involved in other than occurring with the document that I received, which has 3 initials on it and is CC'd to Bob Wilson. Of course, everyone here knows Bob Wilson is the senior manager at RDMV. A score sheet is attached. It looked factual to me at the time. It looks factual to me today.